You're listening to the smooth sound of RPGMP3.com. Dungeon On.
Go.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Hey, there's Lindsay. There she is.
Enjoy the YouTube binge on the playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, so this might be a short session as it's getting kind of late. So you were in the Red Brand hideout. You had just avoided a pit trap in the Red Brand hideout. You had beat up some Red Brands a little bit, and you had found some treasure hidden in a sump tank type thing. And you were heading north through a corridor where there was a pit trap, and you're stood at a set of double doors, beyond which I believe you have not really examined at this point.
I don't know, Lockhart falling in the pit's a bad omen.
That's right, I agree. Let's go a different way.
But he wasn't hurt, though.
Yeah, he managed to grip the edge and pull himself up.
Well, maybe that's a bad omen for us then. Lockhart.
Oh, I'd just like to say I have the player's handbook, and it's kind of cool, except for the bloaty-headed halflings. Weird bloaty-headed halflings. Sorry, continue.
Can't get over the halflings.
They're awful. Awful.
I could be wrong, but I don't think there was another way to go.
Back out and out the tunnel.
Yeah, you could come back to the tunnel.
I suggested that, and you didn't want to go that way either.
That's because the guy tried to convince us there's a beholder down there, and I didn't think to distrust him.
I trust everything that Thing says tonight.
Why is that?
What do I do?
Does he look trustworthy?
Yeah.
Thing, you look trustworthy.
Well, thank you, Lindsay. You're looking particularly nice yourself.
Thanks.
Clearly that pedo beard is working for you. That's why it looks like Santa Claus, so he can lure in the children.
I've trimmed it down a little bit at least. No. Haven't had any more crazy man on the street interviews.
That was so funny. That was the funniest thing. Crazy man on the street.
Although,
what is it? Something to do with the tunnel and why that machine had stopped.
yeah, why birth had stopped.
And it was clearly a spacecraft that had been buried there for 1,000 years. Or
Well, that's
something.
the cover story. I mean, really, they stopped because they don't want to anger the mole people, so they're in long-term negotiations.
The mole people.
Yes, exactly.
That's so funny, mole people.
Which way do we need to go?
Through the doors.
Through the
Forward.
doors. Just stood by them if you'd like to check them.
I will check them for traps.
Roll the doors. I like that you're motivating the party tonight, my love.
No, not even slightly.
I see
Really?
blackness.
Sounded quite motivational. You see blackness. What do you mean?
Unroll
Try
20.
the side scroll. It took me a minute to figure that out, too.
Oh, over there.
Did that pull you?
I don't know. I pulled myself.
Oh.
I'm good at that.
So it's perception, right?
Yeah.
And I have 6. 23.
23. You don't hear anything in the room beyond. There's a vague musty smell coming from under the door.
Musty smell under the door, people.
I got a bad feeling about this.
It did say there was a crypt and undead in here.
Probably Thing's bedroom.
Ew.
Well, I've done my bit. What are we doing?
We have a cleric with us if they are undead. And
Haha, the
I think we
undead.
can handle it.
Yeah, when I get 5 more levels.
Thought you could turn undead.
I can destroy undead at 5th.
Yeah, but you can turn them at this level, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Cleric Pants. If they are undead.
Yes,
I say we go forward.
Onward!
Are you opening the door?
Provided no one's disagreeing with it, yes.
Nope.
Yes, anyone disagreeing?
No, so.
I hear no disagreement.
Yep.
You open the door. Boom! Door is open.
We're late.
Oh,
I'm going to give you a
coffins.
description.
Yay.
3 large stone sarcophagi stand within this dusty crypt, and propped up against each sarcophagus is a human skeleton clad in bits of rusty mail. False columns along the walls are carved in the images of spreading oak trees. The double doors in the southeast corner, that's where you are sheathed in tarnished copper plate. Hold on, let me just drop some skeletons onto the map.
Skellies.
I was going to say, it sounds like they're already standing up, so...
They are, so I'm dropping them onto the token layer. There we go.
Are they propped up, or are they actually standing ambulatory skeletons?
They're propped against the sarcophagi.
They don't stand up till we walk in the room.
They are kind of stood, kind of propped against it.
They don't activate until we walk in, right?
Just rush in and smash the fuck out of them.
They don't activate until we walk in.
Luckily, they're not dwarf skeletons, so I can just smash them with my hammer.
It's when you pull their aggro, that's what it is.
Aggro train!
Aggro train! Okay, what are you doing?
Probably taking a step into the room so I can see the other half of it.
Go for it. Rodrick steps in.
And...
So, you can see a door on the northern side up here. And you can see a door on the eastern side up here.
And a skeleton about to take his head off.
Those skellies are propped against their sarcophaguses, although they are in squares adjacent to them. It seemed appropriate.
Oh, being a holy man, I guess we have to loot the dead.
Being a holy man, you have to loot the dead.
How does that
What
work?
kind of holy man are you?
The wrong kind of holy man.
These are
He's a man
humans.
he's a man who's obsessed with holes.
Holes?
Yes, of all kinds.
That's where dwarves feel most at home.
They're not dead dwarves, so there's no problem looting them.
Right, it's not like they were people.
Yeah. Actually, they might be people.
Okay.
Rodrick will pull out his battle axe and just kind of give a nudge to the skeleton in front of him.
Okay,
See if he can...
nudge the skeleton.
Does it shift? I'm
it
essentially
does,
trying to
but-
move it from its propped up position to fall to the ground or something.
You found the ballista trap.
You trying to knock it over, or are you just trying to poke at it?
Well, I don't know. I'm thinking a skeleton. It can't be that well supported, can it?
Well, you push it, and you would expect it to completely collapse, but it doesn't seem to.
Okay.
That said, it doesn't
So-
react to you either.
Maybe
Maybe it's wired together or something.
Possibly. Something's a bit off with these skeletons.
Hmm.
Then
Keep a
smash
careful
them.
eye on.
I could
Could-
cast Detect Magic to see if they're enchanted or anything.
Possibly work.
Good idea.
That's a D20, right?
Nope, you just do it.
I just do it?
Yeah.
Would knowledge religion tell me anything about the burial sarcophagi, or...
You gotta go and investigate them?
Well, since Hellbeater or whatever's in the room, I guess I'll...
Hellbeater. I like that. Heleh casts Detect Magic. The skeletons do give off a faint necromantic aura.
Oh, dear.
Smash them.
Kill him.
Are you in the room, Thror?
Yeah, I'll come into the room.
Where are you going? You investigating the sarcophaguses? Sarcophagi?
Yeah, I guess I'll go up to take a look at this one.
Okay. So the sarcophagi, all of them you see from here, but that one specifically is carved with a depiction of a human female on the top. The carving is quite well done. You notice the other two sarcophagi are carved with human males on the top. It seems that the carving represents who would be interred inside.
Does the skeleton propped up next to it have particularly wide hips or anything?
No, not really. It just looks like a skeleton.
Did you mention any of them actually having weapons on them or something?
The skeletons, yes, they do seem to have weapons with them.
In hands, or?
Yes, could be wired in, you think, maybe.
Rodrick
Short swords. They also have short bows slung across their backs.
Okay. Rodrick will put the battle axe in its holster for now, and he'll just kind of reach out to grab at the short sword and try and pull it out of its hand to really work at it if need be.
All right. You tug at its short sword.
Yeah, friggin'.
Yeah, that's funny, right? Alright, how are you doing tugging at its short sword? It does seem to be well held within its grip. Are you attempting to disarm the thing?
I guess I'm
that
trying
would be
to
the
pull
most
it out of its
appropriate?
hand, using whatever strength is necessary.
I'm going to guess we're probably going to have to go with the disarm. That seems most appropriate.
I wouldn't advise that, but if it were up to me to decipher, I'm thinking these guys are guarding this tomb here, which would be a family tomb by the sarcophagi we see. So if we loot or anything, these things might come to life. That's a theory.
Maybe.
So if we smash them before they come to life, we can loot to our heart's content. Is what I'm hearing.
I'm more worried about them suddenly trying to take a stab at us if we need to make a hasty retreat and we're already wounded.
Well, we're already in the room and they haven't moved yet. I think if we try any harm towards a sarcophagi, I think that's what is going to trigger it.
Give me a strength check, Rodrick.
The necromancy isn't that strong in here. It's just...
just strength?
Yeah.
Not athletics?
No, not just you're pulling something. Not really athletic of you. Oof.
Okay, that's a 22.
It resists you, but only just. You're pretty certain that whatever's got this in its hand is quite strong. Maybe it's wired through the hilt into its hand or attached to some kind of bar in its wrist. You can't see it. It's constructed pretty well. Its arm lifts and kind of jiggles back and forth. It doesn't seem to particularly resist the movement, only you removing the sword.
Well, what do we want to do? I'm not particularly happy with these things at our backs going forward.
I believe I've made my opinion quite clear as to what I think we should do.
All right, hammer coming out.
No, don't!
In fairness, I've been trying to pull this thing and I haven't even damaged it at all. These things might be nigh indestructible.
Let's not loot the tomb. Please, let's not.
Your elven fears.
What are you doing, Thror?
Well, for dwarven science, I'll take a swing at the skeleton near me.
For science!
Boy.
Make me an attack roll.
No.
20.
You soundly strike the skeleton. Damage, please.
9.
Ouch. You strike the skeleton squarely across its reasonably unprotected kind of skull area, and it collapses to dust on the ground. The other two skeletons animate and begin to attack. We'll have initiatives, please. I think you kind of figured that was going to happen, right?
Looks like nothing's wrong with these skeletons. They just fall to dust.
Not really. Again, I really didn't want to have to worry about these things doing something if we tried to leave the room and it hitting us in the back or something.
As far as I'm looking in the corner, I figure I just know the one just collapsed.
Well,
Yeah,
yes.
nothing to these.
The other two move. You begin to animate and attack.
My initiative is 6.
Did you roll it with your character? Yeah, you did. Good. Excellent. Roll initiatives, please, ladies and gents.
So, Heather, remember to select your token first.
Nice work, Rodrick. Would you consider yourself surprised by this?
Not really.
No.
Well, we're both in full view of each other, so no, not really.
No.
21 for initiative.
That's pretty good.
I'm a 7.
Skeletons are
Apparently
slower in
I
this
forgot.
edition. I'm going on a 12.
They should be slow.
Well, they weren't in previous editions.
I'm traumatized, apparently.
Way previous skeletons were slow.
Yeah, like zombies.
Undead always attack last.
Red
So you
browns, they're
just
dead.
walk through the room without
Right.
touching them.
I'm incredibly surprised my 22 did not disarm them. What strength do these things have?
They rolled a natural 20, Lockhart.
Well, that'll do it.
So, Guybrush.
Right. I can pass. What's the rules for passing through a companion space?
You can do it.
All right.
It counts as difficult terrain, though, I think.
I think it's just an enemy space. Let's check.
I thought...
Maybe. Let's look.
I thought a YouTube comment said that.
Maybe. Maybe it does. Passing counts as difficult terrain. Ba-da-bum, 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 ba-da-bum. Your turn. Moving. Moving around other creatures. You move through non-hostile. You can move through a non-hostile creature's space. In contrast, you can move through a hostile creature's space only if the character is at least 2 size categories larger or smaller than you. Remember that another creature space is difficult terrain for you. So yes, another creature space is difficult terrain. So it costs you twice your movement to move through it.
So 10 feet across, Rodrick.
I'm
You
actually
would
going
probably
to.
not want to go across Rodrick, because doing
Nope.
that will put him next to that skeleton.
I will. I run forward and I come to Roderick and then kind of take a little bit of an angle and run past Heleh and stand next to her and ready my bow to fire at the skeleton on the far side of the room.
So you're probably better off passing through Marigold and then Heleh. Then you're well clear of them. Are you firing?
I was planning on it, yeah. All right, so then through Marigold and then Heleh and then just kind of right here.
Yep.
All right.
That's fine. You have like 35 movement. That's not terrible.
Yeah.
Pass through 2 difficult spaces as you kind of juggle past the ladies.
And then I don't take any disadvantage to...
Nope.
They don't have any cover from here, correct?
No? Well, not the far one doesn't.
Yeah. Except I roll garbage.
An 8. The arrow clatters against the dusty wall beyond. Rodrick, you're on. There's a skeleton next to you raising a short sword.
We'll draw a flail and take a swing at it.
Okay. Not your axe?
Smashing is better done with the flail.
True. Roderick's attacking. Holy crap. Natural 20. That's a critical.
Critical hit.
Critical
You
hit.
can critical hit undead, right?
Nothing says you can't.
All right, just making sure nothing says. So
They've got
that'll
joints.
be 2d8 plus 3.
It's good. Let me see.
9 damage.
9 damage. Really? 2 dice and you only got 9 damage?
He is a human.
Yes, he's not as strong and hardy as you
Rolled a
dwarves. is
9-2 thing.
he? It crunches as you strike it squarely in the chest. It looks slightly
Hello?
surprised as it collapses to the ground.
Hello?
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 Sorry, you
Hello?
popped out there for a moment. Yeah, I can
Did I
still
pop
hear the
out?
static. Yeah,
What?
you popped out as you were describing it.
Am I back?
You are back.
Okay, you strike it in the chest. It collapses to the ground. For reference, critical hits, when you score a critical, you get to roll extra dice.
Yes.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
I can't see anything about it not actually affecting anything, and there's nothing in the skeleton that says it doesn't take criticals.
Okay. Well, no, I was just wondering if there was something in the skeleton or the undead that said they're immune to
No,
criticals. Because they,
no. They're immune to
That's-
some things, but criticals are not one of those things.
You have to ask, because at one point, it was a thing.
I agree, it is definitely a thing. You critical it, and it dies. Crunch. Okay. Skeleton. It has a short sword in hand. It walks forward towards Thror and takes a swing with its rusty-ass short sword. And it is pretty terrible at this.
Yay, that's what we like.
Pretty
Hal,
terrible.
You're cutting in and out again.
Am I cutting it out?
Not to me.
Yeah.
Not to me.
Ooh. Dodgy Canadian internet. Okay, here we go. Hit and throw. 23.
No.
You lie. That totally hits you.
Well, yeah.
He swings his rusty, tetanus-ridden short sword and finds the chinks in your armor for 5 points of damage.
Ah!
You feel the tetanus gripping. No.
No, we don't have any penicillin. No.
At least it's not the diabetes.
The lockjaw kicks in. Thror, it's you.
Oh, man.
I will hit him back.
Hit him back with thy smitey hammer. Oh! Ho, ho.
Shit.
Thror, angered by the skeleton's gall, although it lost the bladder long ago, swings with his mighty hammer, striking a strong, decisive hit for...
Now, do I double the weapon damage, but not the dice?
Double the dice you're rolling.
Okay.
No, yeah. Damage is normal. The damage modifier
Right.
is normal.
Yeah. You just roll the dice twice. 4. Ding, ding, ding.
17.
17. You smash him to powder with a very big hit, and then a few more bashes just to be sure. He crunches. They were really pathetic.
What was their hit point?
13.
Oh,
But they're
that was-
vulnerable to bludgeoning, which means they automatically take more damage from that.
oh, they're vulnerable.
They are vulnerable to bludgeoning. Damaging vulnerabilities, bludgeoning, which means they take a ridiculous amount of damage from bludgeoning.
Well, it's a good thing all my weapons are piercing.
Loot.
Loot, 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 loot. What are you looting?
Well, again, monster weapon armors are worth nothing.
Yep,
They're just...
especially this, because it's written as armor scraps.
Yeah.
No pouches on them, nothing. Yeah.
Not a thing.
All right, bag of bone
There are
dust.
3
And,
sarcophagi.
No.
yeah, we already killed the undead. Sarcophagi got to be safe, unless they trapped them.
Does someone want to check?
There could
those
be
straps?
more undead in them.
They went down easy.
They did. That's not an untrue statement.
Yeah,
They
but
did
the
go down pretty
undead
easy.
could be meteor or something.
If there's meat on them, I can pierce them then. If I can get a roll to save my fucking life.
Well, considering your luck as of late. Just saying.
Fortune favors the bold. I'll open the woman's sarcophagus.
Okay, you push it open. Inside the sarcophagus, there appears to be scraps of clothing and pieces of mouldering bone.
Thor bravely opens the female sarcophagus in case.
Sorry, Thror, you didn't find a woman.
Searchy, searchy. Nah.
Searchy, searchy. You look around. You don't find anything in this sarcophagus other than mouldering bones and pieces of rotten clothing.
Ah.
What about the rest?
Need to warn you guys, I'm...
Well,
don't know what it is. I can keep hearing static, but lots of popping out.
I don't hear any static. You're the one with the bad connection. You're recording the audio. Stop that, Lockhart.
I did nothing bad.
I don't know. I'm not hosting the call this time.
That's
True.
probably better, isn't it?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. It might have made your work harder, is what I'm thinking.
maybe a smidge.
Maybe. To be honest, the audio at this end might be okay. I guess we'll see. It's not clipped yet, touch wood. Oh, yes.
Well, what's coming through? It's fine. It's just all of a sudden, like without warning, it'll just turn to silence.
That's kind of terrifying. Perhaps it's the skeletons. Are you searching the other two sarcophagi? Thra.
Well,
Yes.
Heleh.
Maybe, but I'm not.
logic depicts if. See, these sarcophagi are incredibly detailed. Obviously, they belong to a noble family. However, if the woman's sarcophagus is fairly empty, it could be possible that
And I'm fading out again.
the tomb was already looted before we got here.
It's possible.
All right, but we need to check for hiding undead that might jump out of the swimmer.
Ah, I like that. Thrari's hiding his looting under the guise of like some kind of protection and defense.
That is a fair point, Thror. Well, let's pop these lids.
You open both sarcophagi. Again, they are filled with dusty bones and what's left of what was probably once fine cloth.
Ugh, it reeks.
It doesn't smell that bad, actually. It's gone beyond that. It's just dusty.
Hal,
Yes.
you and I discussed the other day about like the proper way to search rooms in this
Yes.
game.
Yes.
Did we ever come to a decision? Because I know they want you to be a lot more specific about your searching, but I mean,
in this room, there are walls and doors and 3 sarcophagi. That's all you've got to search. So if you say I'm searching the sarcophagi, that's sufficient. I don't want you to go into every room and go, I am searching the east wall, I am searching the north wall, I am searching the wall, because that's going to drive me crazy.
okay, that's what I kind of wanted to figure out before we go
If you say I'm searching for secret doors, I'll assume you walk around all the walls.
I move
for
to the next
example.
5-inch square and search.
Exactly. We're not going to be that. We're not going to be that pedantic.
Well, and then what does that fall under? Is that a perception check or is it an
Yes, generally
investigation?
perception, unless you're investigating, in which case it comes under wisdom, I think.
Yes.
What would fall under which?
Perception is just spotting stuff and generally kind of looking for things. I would say search would generally fall under perception, but if it has an element of kind of putting the pieces together, I would roll it under investigation.
Which is intelligence, actually.
In other words, is it intelligence? If you're looking for kind of like clues to connect the dots, then that might fall under investigation more so than just being able to see it. So it's things like if you can see the blood on the wall, but to see how the splatter works might be an investigation roll, for example.
I tell you, just started watching Dexter.
I did. I just started watching Dexter. That's where that example comes from. That's
So
quite
we think of
interesting.
going left or right now.
How are you there?
Are you searching the sarcophagus?
Yes.
Okay. You find in one of the male sarcophagi, the one on the east wall, you find a platinum signet ring.
Boom.
Time for some more detect magic.
You casting it?
Sure.
The ring is not magical.
Because totally we'd find magic rings at second level.
It is, however, worth 50 gold pieces.
Oh.
So the door over here is back towards where the entrance was.
Mhm.
So there's probably less manner that way.
Tend to agree with that thought.
I guess that's fair.
Want to check it out just so it's in case it's a closed off area. Keep things from being behind us.
I think that's always good to make sure a way's clear.
When in doubt, know the way out.
Right.
When in doubt, know the way out. I like that. It's good. Makes good sense.
I learned it from Zombieland.
Ah.
Very good. Lots of good advice in that movie, I feel.
Very much so. Cardio is one of the number one
Cardio.
rules, too.
Yeah. It's funny. Okay.
Double tap.
That's rule 2. Well, 3
What
is
is
where
it
we're
doing?
up, I think.
Rodrick moves close, but waits for one of the rogues, whoever wants to try to take a look at the door first.
Lens,
Faint, Lindsay.
What?
you're super faint.
I'm sat here facing the computer. I
Okay.
don't know what you want me to do.
I believe, which door are you checking first? The north one?
Yeah.
Okay, roll it.
17.
You hear nothing beyond the door. It is not locked, and it is not trapped, as far as you're aware.
Then I'll try the other door beforehand.
Okay.
Ah. Seven.
You don't hear a great deal beyond the door. Don't think it's trapped. Probably not locked.
The first door might be the safer door.
Any particular reason?
Woman's intuition.
Relay
No.
could have a listen to this door over here, to the left.
Why wouldn't you trust the rogue?
Does she have particularly good ears, the rogue?
She's a rogue. It's what she does for a job. They trust you to heal things. They trust Rodrick to smash, to dodge things.
Is
See what I
there a
did
particular...
there? I mean, just saying. Why would you listen again? I mean, you can listen again if you wish, but I feel we're edging towards metagame listening.
I don't know.
shoot.
Perception's wisdom. I don't think rogues are known for wisdom.
You never know.
Okay, fair point. I didn't catch the first round of investigating the doors, that's all.
Yeah. She was listening at the safe door, Hal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, listen at the safe door. Think it's a safe door, huh?
Just double checking.
Marigold, is
Do it,
there any
roll it.
reason you...
Marigold says it's halfling woman intuition.
So I assume Brave Roderick will want to take the unsafe door to eliminate the threat.
Brave Rodrick. I think the assumption that this door is safer means the other door is not safe.
Well, again, as I've been trying to say is asking if there's any particular reason if she doesn't want to go beyond this door. Because it would be good to, if it does lead where we think it does, clear out a section before
I
moving
believe
forward.
her comment was that we should go through the first door first, and the second door second.
Which door is the first door?
They're trying to talk to you.
First C's, second Z's.
I know, I've seen her. Lindsay's trying to corral the dog. She managed to poke herself in the eye, so we're giving her little eye baths to keep it calm.
Aww.
I know, she has a cherry eye, which is kind of nasty for the puppy.
Aww. Poor Ruby.
It's a little swollen. I think she caught it on one of the cactuses in the garden.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cactuses in the garden. That doesn't sound safe.
It's
well,
Houston, dude. It's the only plants that can survive in Texas.
eh?
Although
Aside
here they're
from
called-
trees.
And that's a sign.
I've got a treat. There's a treat for me.
She's been walking around with a bag of knife before we started gaming.
Andrew, down with your treat.
She won't stop settle to do anything with it. Please,
Okay.
grab her. And
Okay.
It looks like Roderick has positioned himself in front of a door.
Yep, looks
Well-
like he has.
If Marigold thinks we can clear this room first, if there's no danger beyond it, we can always go back that way as well.
All right.
Take it one room at a time if we have to.
I'll move up.
Got it. Okay, everybody's moving up. Sit down,
Moving
buddy.
on
Sit
up.
And with the approval of Marigold, Roderick will open up the door.
Word.
Rodrick opens the door. Let's see what Rodrick sees. I love how you got the blind guy at the front. It's great. Rodrick sees...
Oh, now what? How is that
What?
even working?
I have no idea how that one's working. Oh, I see. The light's coming from
Ah,
I
torch,
guess,
right.
Guybrush would be my guess.
well, maybe? I think the light's just kind of in the room so far.
Should I cast dancing lights for you, darling?
So far,
Well,
I'll
so I
just
guess do I just see a hallway going to darkness then, basically?
You see a hallway going to darkness as far as you're concerned, yes.
attack the darkness.
He attacks the darkness.
With magic missile! Pew! Pew!
Hmm.
It's a hallway, a short corridor.
Thror, do you want to take a look?
All right.
Just look back.
I'll let the dark vision dwarf step forward.
Dark vision dwarf. There's a door on the eastern side that you couldn't see in the darkness.
Door up on the right.
You're getting agitated.
All right. Does seem safe enough.
Get it right.
Shall we go with the other one then for now?
Sure.
Yeah.
So you're checking this. You're going to the other door.
Going back to the door on the right side of the room,
Sounds grand.
and
Okay.
we'll give it an open.
Okay, you open the door. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum.
2 raised.
Okay, you open the door. 2 guys with swords are stood either side. They take a swing at you.
And jail cells.
Oh, boy.
Or something.
Chop! Oh!
Rodrick, no!
And then we'll roll initiative. I'll have them give them 1 chop each. They're probably going to miss Rodrick because it's Rodrick. Let's see if we find them. Hold on. For ruffians, there they are. And they're not terrible. They're not hit very well.
We like that.
15 and an 11. Both will miss
Neither
Rodrick,
hits.
I believe.
Yes,
I
both
jumped
will
the
miss.
gun. I thought we needed
Okay.
initiatives.
Beyond them, you see a room, which I will briefly describe. Where are you? This long room is partitioned into 3 areas. You can just see the partitions. With iron bars walling off the north and south, filthy straw lines the floors of these cells, the hinged doors of which are secured by chains and padlocks. A pair of dishevelled human women are held in the cell to the south, while a human boy is confined to the north. All are dressed in plain grey tunics and have iron collars fitted around their necks. A heap of discarded clothing is piled carelessly against the far wall. Okay, that's what you see. And we'll roll initiatives.
Oh, Hellbeater's not going to like this one.
Hellbeater.
Ah!
Initiative. R. What does that mean?
Means my stubby little legs will get me to the room later.
That means you rolled a bad initiative.
Yes.
Apparently Roderick's having call problems.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear. You just seem to be having audio issues. The red brands are on an 11. I wonder if he can't hear us at all. It's gonna suck. Suck! Stupid technology. Miss playing with my phone. He's dropped. Who's hosting the call?
That would be me.
Can you bring him back? Is he available to bring back, or is he,
He
trying
said
to
he's
reconnect?
trying to reconnect.
Okay. Come on, Roderick, you can do it.
Someone added a phone number. Okay, that phone number's back.
Hey! Guess we don't want that.
Call dropped.
Is he dropping?
It says Carl dropped, but seeing if that'll call him.
Hooray, hooray, hooray foot. So, the Red Brands both missed him, but they clearly severed his connection to the internet.
Yes.
That's so clever. That's a great special ability for the Red Brands. What do we think his plus is to initiative?
Yeah.
Oh, he's typing. Paused recording. Okay. Do we want to pause this recording and see if we can get him back?
Sure.
I can do it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And we're back from our slight technical problem, and Rodrick's player, Mr. Lockhart, is still unable to reconnect to the game. So we've decided that we're going to pause here and pick it up next session. Apologies for the short session. You killed 3 skeletons.
Yay!
That got you 150 experience.
All right.
Total.
Woo.
So that's 30 XP each, I believe. Is that right?
150 by 3, yeah. Or 150 by 5.
Yeah, 30. Everybody else 30. That gives you like...
490.
Yeah.
Only
Looks like Lockhart's having serious Skype problems. He's dropped completely.
Yeah.
Aw.
That'll teach him to have that dodgy Canadian internet.
Well, his sister's place isn't that well connected, I think.
Well, now he's like a working man again. He might want to upgrade his internet connection.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That.
So we're going to pause here. You've just opened the door. They've took a swing. We've rolled initiative already, so we can start the beginning of the fight next turn with Roderick's action.
Right.
I keep calling him Roderick, and it's not as it's Rodrick.
Wait, hold on. Are you fucking apologizing for fucking up his name when you deliberately screw with mine on a regular basis?
3PO.
I will fucking end you, Hal. You're just
He's in the same house as you, man. You have cojones.
It's all right. Didn't see the forums. He's angry, but he's small.
Oh!
hate me, dude. I
The
will.
Never underestimate the little guy, dude.
The wee vegan.
That's right.
Okay,
That's right. Clearly, he needs to eat meat to grow taller.
I am not that small by Mexican standards.
By Mexican standards?
That's the problem. Like, you keep comparing me to white people, and I'm not white. I'm Mexican.
I'm terribly sorry.
Well, I'm
Right.
sorry, I can't tell that. Apparently, I don't see race.
Yeah, well, it's true.
Like, I go to Mexico, there's a lot of people I'm taller than.
It's like I've got, was it 5 people, 3 people on my floor and 5 people in my, at my work that are taller than me, which...
Wow, you're tall, too.
I'm just under 6'1". I'm not like that tall.
You seemed taller.
Yeah, people tend to add a couple inches to my height for some reason. It's to make up for the girth.
Lockhart saying, is it worth Heather trying the call?
I could try it, I guess.
All right, one last go.
All right.
Okay,
So,
I'm pausing the recording. Let's see if it
dropping call.
works. And we're back, and success. Lockhart is back with us, so we can carry on with combat. So, Roderick,
Crap.
it's your turn. 2 guys either side of the door. Shall we say they have half cover from the corner, like they got for you?
I suppose.
Yeah, you're up.
Taking a step forward so I can actually
Yeah.
see the room a bit proper.
There you go.
And let's see. These guys,
They are wielding short swords. They are wearing studded leather armor. Basically, they're the same old red brands you had last time.
Hey, these
It's really
prisoners
terrible.
look clothed.
What?
These prisoners look clothed.
Yes, they're clothed. Don't get rapey.
I thought you said their clothes were off in a pile in the corner when you're...
No, there are clothes in the pile in the corner. They're wearing like grey tunics, almost like a prison uniform, and their actual clothes are in that pile.
Okay, I'll readjust my mental picture now.
There you go.
And put your penis away.
That's right. Well,
All
yeah,
right.
he can't do that. It's constantly out.
It don't fit.
Oh!
Heyo!
so stepping
Yes.
forward, seeing this poor family held in prison, Rodrick looks towards each of them and shouts, "You bastards!" Pulls out his battle axe and swings with amazing attempted accuracy, using
An
my
amazing
inspiration.
attempt. I like that. He swings with an amazing attempt at accuracy.
Well, it's one of these things. I want to say amazing accuracy, but
That's right. You need to roll as you're talking and then adjust your conversation as you go. Swings with terrible accuracy.
With mighty intent.
with mighty intent. So correct me if I'm
that's
wrong,
right.
but
There's
I can use my inspiration to get an advantage on the roll, right?
You've got inspiration?
Yeah, we gave it to him.
Oh, that's
ages
right.
ago. Is it advantage or is it a reroll? I can't remember.
I think it's advantage.
Inspiration, 125. Inspiration!
Doom, 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 doom.
If you have inspiration, you can expend it when you make an attack roll saving throw or ability check. Spending your inspiration gives you advantage on that roll.
All right, then.
Do it! Which one are you going for?
I'm going for the one to the north.
Okay.
Battle axe to the neck.
Okay.
Aw, that was with advantage, right? Yeah.
Was that with advantage? A 14
That is with
with advantage. So you rolled a 5 and
I rolled a 9
Oh, you
and
rolled a
3.
9 and a 3. That is just his armor class, Lockhart. You hit him squarely and just. Damage, please. You hit him. Your attack almost goes wide, but you're correct.
9 points of damage.
Ouch. He's mildly upset by that attack.
And then using Action Surge to move quickly and dart the shield up against their attacks.
So that lets you take a...
Extra action, dodge.
Oh, and then you're dodging.
Yeah.
Nice. Mr. Threepwood.
Wow! For once, it's actually pronounced correctly. I'm impressed. I can't shoot them from anywhere, can I?
Not from where you
I
are.
think if you shot him from where you are, you'd probably be at 3/4 cover, to be honest.
Well, one person mentioned you can't be worse than... cover doesn't stack, so to speak.
Yeah, it's just the... Yeah, I guess you're right.
So
kinda
he's
hitting
either at half cover from Rodrick, or...
Half cover from
he actually
the
has a
corner.
pretty...
Yeah, I guess it's fair. He's probably in half cover if you look at where he is.
He has a pretty good line of sight to it with the door open, to be honest.
Yeah, half cover. It's half cover for the halfling. It's probably half cover for the sarcophagus. Firing through a doorway is the only reason I thought it might be 3/4.
Yeah, but just that he's just standing in the right spot, to be honest.
Yeah, probably. I can happy with that. Let's give you half cover. So make a roll if you want.
All right.
He needs to get that feat.
Got a 25.
Yes.
Holy crap, that's good. Your arrow sails through the air and strikes him squarely.
All right, and it strikes him for 10.
Ooh, he falls to the ground, bleeding and gasping for air, an arrow protruding from his neck.
And then I would also like to move after my shot.
Okay, where you going?
Just like I'm just gonna run up a little bit so that
Okay.
I have not entered into the fray yet. But if I choose to, I will be
Available.
yes.
Very good. Heleh, it's you.
Well, I would have to move into the room in order to do anything.
Well, maybe.
It
Maybe.
depends.
Unless I could do dancing lights and blind the dude or
Doesn't
something.
work like. It's not a combat spell.
It's
Yeah,
not that bright.
I kind of figured. Let's see.
Unless he's really high and just gets distracted by lights.
Like,
That's right.
colors!
Then
Like
you
a
can just
cat.
distract with a sandwich.
Like a cat. Yeah, that's right. I'm hungry. Stop talking about food.
Oh, lovely sausages.
Oh, I noticed that the King's Beer Garden's having, like, Worst Fest, which means for $9 you can eat all you can out of their sausage collection. All you can eat sausages. Doesn't that sound amazing?
No,
I imagine
You're
you're quite the
vegan. You don't have
sausage
any opinion on sausages.
I have a very strong opinion on sausages because I'm vegan.
No, you have no valid opinion on sausages.
Yeah, yes, they're
Having
wrong.
not eaten one in, I don't know, what, 14 years?
No, 12?
12 years. It's terrible.
Let's not pick on people for their lifestyle choices, shall we?
and it is a choice.
We weren't picking on him. Just saying he's not allowed an opinion about sausages. Other than he doesn't like them and want to eat them. And they're full of lips and ring, which is what makes them so tasty. Lips and ring.
Well, Heleh could be brave and move into the room.
She could?
If you move...
No? Well, sorry, go ahead. I don't know.
If she move... Well, it depends where she goes from here, I guess.
If you move forward, you're within melee range of him,
Right.
and moving out of melee range of him does provoke that opportunity attack.
Right.
However, if you want to stand in the room, you could even get here or the space below it fairly easily as part of your movement.
Yep.
And then you'd have a nice soft mage to hit at.
Yeah!
Well, let's see her be brave for a minute.
Woo! Where you going?
I'm going right here next to Rodrick.
Okay. What's going to do?
Center of the room.
left. Let's see. And I am going to firebolt him.
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
That is a ranged spell, so you're at disadvantage being in melee range with him.
All right.
Essentially, he's knocking your arms around and beating you up. Thank you, baby. You're amazing. You brought me cheese sticks and yogurt. You're awesome. Seem
Or
quiet tonight.
let's
Okay.
see. Or maybe if he is within. What kind of armor is he wearing? Out of
He's
curiosity.
wearing studded leather armor.
Darn it!
That's right. No one in this bottom level is wearing metal anything.
Well, I am.
Oh yeah, you should try Thror or Rodrick.
Well, I'm not going to shocking grasp you for anything.
Aw.
Oh, Rodrick might like it.
Rodrick is married to me. He has the advantage.
Okay, you don't do that kind of kinky shit, right?
No,
She is that kind of kinky shit.
It's just not polyamorous, that's all.
Polyamorous. You're not pulling a dwarf in, huh?
Nah, I think...
Nobody pulls a dwarf.
That's nobody tosses a dwarf. That works fine. So,
let's see. Firebolt or shocking grasp, you think? I mean, I haven't had much luck with shocking grasp lately, but...
Shocking grasp, at least you won't be at disadvantage to do so.
Right. Let's see if I can shock the guy instead.
do it.
Let's see.
Because you know, if you actually hit, it'll be a real shocker.
That was a terrible pun.
I know, but yeah, I couldn't resist it.
Let's
It's those
see.
terrible
It was
ones.
almost like John came through the room for a minute.
So, okay, I can't remember. To do shocking grasp, I need a d20 plus 5, or...
Yes.
Okay,
So essentially, you're sheathing your hands in lightning and attempting to touch him.
right.
Touch me.
Oh, 14.
Was that
Damn it.
Lindsay?
No, it was not.
14 hits him.
Woo!
Just.
Let's see. Now,
Attempt to
1,
dodge back
2,
from your
3.
shocking hands.
1d8. 6.
He kind of teeth chatter a little bit as you kind of rock him a bit with your lightning. Doesn't look very happy.
Well,
The red brand.
he's
He
distracted.
swings at Heleh.
Disadvantage. Rodrick interposes his shield between the two of them.
That's a reaction, right?
Yes.
We've got a lot of actions this round.
I've used quite a bit of my stuff.
He is action boy that way.
He was rather offended earlier, so.
Okay,
that goes
swings
into
at
play.
Heleh with disadvantage. Rolls an 8. That's pretty terrible. On the backswing, however, he gets a 9. Oh, dude!
Even without my
Opportunity.
mage armor, that wouldn't hurt me at all.
Opportunity missed to wallop the mage. All right, Mudpetal, you're up. Hey, sweetie.
What's my best target?
There's only one. It's to the south of Rodrick.
I thought it was 2.
If you go through the wall at him.
She moved up to the doorway.
Remember,
Yeah.
she can dash as a free action on her turn.
As a bonus action.
Yeah, bonus action. Bonus action, free action, same difference.
Means she gives up her second attack, though, when she dashes.
True.
Can I just move up to here?
Yeah, you can move up to there. You'll be at the slight disadvantage of fighting around the corner, but you still get 2 attacks if you do it that way.
Alright. So just my normal D20 plus 6, my short bow.
Correct. Short sword.
Short sword. 26.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Critical hit. Roll the dice twice.
And the other one would hit too.
That would
Holy
be enough
crap.
key.
I think he's not long for this world.
Well, hang on, and of course Roderick's within 5 feet. Does that get you sneak?
Yeah.
Jesus. So the first attack is a critical with sneak attack, and the second one is just a normal attack with sneak attack. It's quite dead.
So what am I damage rolling?
The first one will be 4d6 plus 4.
Yes.
That would be 16.
The second one would be 2d6.
8.
Mudpetal kind of peeks ahead round the corner, and then 2 short swords appear and basically eviscerate him to the ground. He falls to the ground in 2 separate pieces.
You
Never
didn't just get one.
underestimate the little guy. Never.
Wow.
You didn't just get one kidney. You got 2 kidneys
That's right. One on the end of each sword. Nice
and
work.
a liver, just for good measure.
They sell better in pairs anyways.
They're dead. Quite dead.
Hey.
Time to rest the prisoners.
So, does it look like these doors or whatever? It looks like bars and such, really.
Mhm.
Does it look like the gates are locked or have locks on them?
Yes,
Keys on
they're
the bodies.
chained and padlocked.
Looking over the corpses for keys.
Looking over the corpses for what? Keys.
Keys.
They do not seem to have keys on them.
Could you even find the keys in the pile of organs and dismemberment that Mudpetal left?
On the upper one.
Yes.
Well, no, you could find the keys on the upper one.
Yeah.
I'm betting the lock won't have
The
stand up
woman
if
in
you
the
hammer him.
south cell looks expectant and steps up to the bars.
I'd ask if you're all right, but to be honest, I suspect the answer would be that you're probably not.
Sir, if you can get us out of here, we will be so all right. My name is Myrna Dendra, and these are my children. She points to her. I'm trying to figure. Annoyingly, doesn't tell me who's who.
Imagine
She
the
points
female
to the
sounded.
girl next to her, who is 18 years old, or looks about 18. This is my daughter Nilsa, and that is my son Naz.
I would. Okay, keep going.
Put your dick back in your pants, dude.
Ah,
You saw where that was going.
Are you hurt?
Not really. My husband, I don't know where they took him.
Oh dear.
Can I get in the room?
Sure.
I'll look at the lock and see if there's a if it looks hammerable.
Hammerable. Yeah, you could probably bash it. Or you could
Smash it with a hammer.
let the thieves take a look before you just turn it into one hunk of metal we can't do anything with.
Well, that's an option if they want to.
Do you
He was
Burn it.
killed in town, and they dragged his corpse here. And they locked us up the night after.
Oh.
Yes, we heard about that. It's why we're here, as well as to rid the town of these red brands.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
What was the decision about picking locks?
It goes off thieves' tools.
So isn't it just that like you either can or you can't do it or something?
The dex check if you have a set of thieves' tools. If you're proficient with them, you add your proficiency bonus.
If not, I hit him with my giant hammer.
And if not, he'll hit them with his giant hammer.
You might want to wait on that, Thror.
Did
All right.
did Lindsay have like? Was she somehow more proficient than I was, or something?
Yes, because she has expertise with thieves' tools, which
That's
gives her
what it is.
twice her proficiency bonus. So she adds
Expertise.
+4 when she uses her thieves' tools rather than +2.
We'll try to get you out. We have a very skilled locksmith here.
Flash,
But-
Locksmith. That's what we're calling them these days.
Hal,
Yes.
what am I rolling?
Dex plus proficiency times 2. So it's going to be... What's your dex bonus? 4? 6?
4 and
Yeah.
then plus 2.
And then +2 again, because this is one of your expertises.
So am I doing 1d4? Or what?
1d8 plus...
1d20 plus 8.
Sorry, 1d8. Yeah, blah.
D20.
1d20 plus 8.
Checking for security cameras.
You get over to the lock.
20.
Looks pretty simple. You pull out a couple of pieces of your thieves' kit and you easily click it open. Which one you open, in the north or the south?
Whichever one the mother woman is at.
The south door. You unlock the south door. She gives you a cuddle, a big hug as she steps out.
Yay.
Thank you so much. I have nothing to reward you, but, well, I might know where there's an heirloom hidden.
We don't need rewarding.
Okay.
At this point,
Do the
Guybrush
collars need
takes-
removing?
What?
Do the collars need removing?
It might be helpful if you took collars off. They're
Can they
pretty
be-
easy as well.
Okay.
They're only DC 10s for the locks, so let's just say that with time and a little bit of tinkering, that Marigold can get all of the collars off and all of the doors open.
Sounds good.
I was going to say, when I was a young girl, we fled from the town of Thundertree after the undead overran the place, and my family had a herb and alchemy shop there, inside which is a case containing an emerald necklace that is hidden behind a section of storage shelving. If you ever go near Thundertree, I would recommend you could pick it up, and that might serve as a reward for saving us.
Thunder Tree. Excellent
So,
information.
I allow Gary the Mouse to feast on the eviscerated remains of the Red Brand.
Gary the Mouse is scared of the color red.
Fortunately, he's colorblind?
Gary the Mouse knows what the color red smells like.
Fine. I pluck out one of the Red Brand's eyeballs and feed it to Gary the Mouse.
He's not a crow.
You don't know
Gary the
what my
Mouse, being petrified, is terrified of any spherical object.
Yeah, have to have them nibble at the soles of their feet. I hear mice and rats like to nibble at that.
I
Apparently,
give Gary the Mouse
Actually-
a foot to gnaw on.
That kind of reminds me of an episode of 1,000 Ways to Die that I've seen. A bunch of rats pretty much killed this dude by literally burrowing through his face when he was stuck in a little tunnel or something.
So like 1984?
Ish.
Not
Maybe.
the rats. Not the rats. But yes, we free them. Shall we walk? Entranceway should be clear, but should we walk them there nonetheless?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Are you taking them all the way back to town, or just releasing them and telling them to run like hell?
I think if we just get them to the exit of the manor, where it's a straight path to town, I think that's sufficient.
Okay. You release them, and they run free. Free as birds. Birds.
Mind the pit.
Perhaps. Yeah.
Whatever.
You know, they grab a few pieces of clothing from the pile.
Was that just so? Was that
It's
just
their clothing.
Yeah.
Off the pile as they head out. Shoes and such.
Is there still a pile left when they're done?
Yeah.
Well, we were searching for the keys on the guards. Did we find anything else on them?
Nope, they didn't have anything other than their short swords and their crappy clothes.
So, another 2 more pairs of stud leather and short swords.
Yep.
Coin on them. The rustle through the remaining pile then.
Seems to be mostly peasant clothing, normal, average clothes, nothing particularly special.
As we're by the entrance, just a quick check at our makeshift prison.
Your makeshift. Oh, it seems fine. The door is unbeaten down.
Okay. Everyone's still good to keep going?
Are we back? Are we now back in the at this room?
Yeah, so you're back in the sarcophagus room. Because you're going to have to go through the other doors, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Do we want to have Marigold search the prison room for any goodies?
Well, the cells... There tend not to be too many goodies within prison cells, and we took a look at the pile of things there.
There was a room that wasn't cells, though. I mean, just search it for any trap doors or anything, hidden goodies.
Marigold?
All right, Marigold's gonna go ahead and search the room for any hidden Z's.
Was that you under the table with the dog? Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
So I will roll 7. Awesome.
Marigold searches the room and doesn't find anything in addition. Where you heading?
Shall we sally forth, chaps?
Yeah.
Sally forth!
So who does have the lantern on their person, out of curiosity?
I believe Marigold has a lantern.
Mind
He's the
you,
only other person who has no dark vision.
at the same time, the place has been lit enough for the humans inside here, so
Yep,
really
there's a lot of
Rodrick should be
torches here,
fine.
and they seem to be pretty well tended.
Wow. This hallway's just dark, though, apparently.
Yes, it is. No light in this hallway.
Yeah, well, that's because that's your future.
Oh! Gonna let Marigold go first with the lantern?
Well, I'm fine going first, just as long as we have a light source so we can actually see ahead.
Yes, Marigold can open her lantern if you wish. Which will do that.
Yeah. I'm fine still taking lead. I just need a bit of light to go ahead with.
Well, she's probably going to go check that door out, isn't she?
Yeah.
Be what I were thinking. What's that
Thinking.
chink? I can hear a chinking noise, like somebody's clicking coins together.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Is it you counting your money?
Actually, I'm trimming my claws back.
Oh.
I was going to say, it sounds like nail clippers.
All right, so
I'm sorry.
That's a
I
horrid
didn't
thing
think
to
it
be
would
audio
be.
recording, people. At least she's not
Marigold
chewing her
is checking the
nipples.
door, correct?
Yes.
I didn't think the mic could pick it up. I'm
The
sorry.
claws are so much
Terribly
fun.
surprised. Okay, check the door. The door here seems to be more robust than other doors you've seen. It seems to be locked from the outside. And, yeah, it's quite well locked, in fact.
So first we need to try and pick it.
That would be the idea.
All right. So Marigold is going to try to pick this hardy and stout lock with her nimble halfling fingers and tools.
Yep, roll it.
Rodrick stands ready with shield to impose in case the door happens to open from the other side while she's doing this.
She messes with the lock for a little while, and it clicks open.
I apparently stand in the back with my hammer.
When it does, she turns around and looks behind her, and she kind of waves her hand over the wall, and she kind of smiles.
Secret door?
Marigold thinks there is a secret door behind her.
Where?
In this wall here.
Okay.
There is a door to the front of you that you've just unlocked, and you think there's a secret door behind you. You feel the wind blowing through it.
I'll point it out to the rest of the party.
You think you could easily open it.
Alright, does everyone want her to open it?
Want to open the secret door or the other door you've unlocked?
Secret.
I think secret first might be best.
Are
Agreed.
you opening the secret door first?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Marigold turns around and opens the secret door.
It's made for the ladies, but big enough for a man.
Damn it. God damn it. Is that a goal?
No, I don't
I
see
feel
it.
like it's...
That's not really giving us much to see, Hal.
I see that, which is weird because I've deleted the whole door.
I think you just need to delete the wall just a bit further.
Let me just do that. Oh, hello.
Hello?
What?
That doesn't sound right.
That's bizarre. Apparently Marigold is not showing the light at all anywhere.
Alright,
Hang on, let me grab some dark vision. There we go. Marigold's light-emitting abilities appear to be flawed. Hey? Is she okay? What? Hang on, you play with her. How's that? There we go. Fixed her.
Hey, there
Hey.
we go.
Has sight was turned off. So she had the ability to see, but not the ability to see. So let me just
Well,
do
that sounds cryptic.
Kind of meta.
that. Lindsay's messing with the dog, in case you're
No, I'm
wondering.
not. The dog's just vomited under your feet and you're just ignoring it.
I'm not ignoring her.
Saying,
Is she okay? She was eating something. Okay, that's what you see. Beyond this area, at the north end of a large natural cavern, but it's been finished with dressed stone block walls and a flagstone floor. Several barrels are stored against the walls here, along with a number of empty crates, straw for packing, hammers, pry bars, and nails. The cavern continues for some distance to the south, and you can make out several passages that open up off a larger cavern that looks like a deep pit or crevasse in the floor.
I think we found the way that'll join up with that cave.
Maybe.
Do we want to go forward here or see what more of this tomb and crypt area is left to be discovered through the locked door?
We can see
Formerly
what's
locked door.
number 2.
You opening the second door?
Does everyone want to open the
Yeah.
second door?
Marigold opens the
Right.
door. Ooh. It's a room.
Like a storeroom.
It's a room.
Okay.
And the door is ajar.
Racks of weapons line the walls of this chamber, including spears, swords, crossbows, and bolts. A dozen dirty red cloaks hang from hooks by the door. Looks like a stockpile of arms.
What's the quality like?
Pretty average. There are spears, short swords, long swords, light crossbows, and quivers with crossbow bolts.
Do we want to inventory them now, but say we come back for them later?
Sure. 12 spears.
Yeah.
6 short swords. 4 long swords. 6 light crossbows. And 8 quivers with 20 crossbow bolts each.
Well, I'm sure the town could use that better than the Red Brands could use that.
Out of curiosity, would a spear count as a quarterstaff?
Nope, it's a spear.
I couldn't have a magical enhanced spear or anything.
You're not proficient in spear, are you? I don't think you're proficient with the spear. It's a different kind of weapon to a quarterstaff, so you're not really used to it.
Nuts. I thought I could be clever.
As a wizard, I don't think you have access to many weapons in this edition.
Spear is simple.
She is an elf, though, actually.
True.
That's true.
If
She
she wants,
has
she could.
longsword proficiency still?
Yeah,
She could pick
long
up that
and short
longsword.
swords.
Yeah, you could use a longsword.
Yeah. At least there's a long sword.
But I think in general, this is quite a lot of equipment, so we'll be coming
Picking
back
it
to
up on the
later.
way out.
I do like that idea, Thror. Certainly seems an armory to fill the town with.
And taking away from the Red Brands is always a good thing if we don't finish them off right away.
If we have the opportunity. I suspect if we're not able to finish them off, we might need to make a hasty retreat.
We could retreat with the weapons now and drop them off the town, come back. It's not far of a walk.
Perhaps we could bundle everything together with the cloaks that are provided. Make a makeshift hat, sack for it, maybe.
Hacky sack?
Not a hacky sack, but bundle them.
That'd be a sack full of axes, I guess.
That's funny.
Nonetheless, any time taken to that effect would leave the chance for the Red Brands to come forward and be at their highest caution when we return. Seeing the guards we've killed and imprisoned.
No, if I say we carry on.
Okay, where you going?
Yep.
Further on into the secret room.
Okay, move, folks. Rodrick boldly strides forth.
So the tunnel area clearly is not lit.
Tunnel area?
Yeah.
You mean down in the bottom of here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's lit.
You see a number of flickering torches down there, but insufficient number to completely light the room.
Okay.
Dancing lights?
I think we just need to keep that lantern out at this point.
Okay.
So, a cold breeze fills this natural cavern that's to south of you, carrying with it a faint scent of decaying flesh. A crevasse divides the cavern and is flanked by 2 rough stone columns that support the 20-foot-high ceiling. 2 arched wooden bridges span the chasm. You can see them here and here.
I will have to say, with a big enough opening, the dynamic lighting works okay. Because it's actually a somewhat neat effect to have those shadows off the columns.
Yeah, those are the columns. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
But you need that big enough opening, otherwise it kind of feels a bit restrictive.
It's a bit pokey. But I guess that's part of claustrophobic dungeoneering kind of feel.
Yeah, but again, light's pretty good and all that. But
Yep.
anyway,
I moved Thror up.
Thank you.
Okay, what you doing? You're in this room here, which is some kind of storeroom at the moment.
yeah, a quick look at the boxes and such.
Giving them a search.
Yeah, a quick look about.
Hey, take a look. Most of the provisions here aren't particularly valuable. They're mostly kind of stores again, like you had in the front room. But lying among them are 30 beaver pelts.
Ooh. make myself a hat.
Make yourself 30 hats.
Or a codpiece.
Do these ones show
What?
any particular trading company stamps on them or something?
Nope. You don't see them. They obviously were stolen from some kind of trading thing, but doesn't have any markings on them. Now, you think they're worth about 2 gold each. And obviously 30 beaver pelts are not a small thing to carry around.
Nope. They are not small. Well,
30 beaver pelts.
More than
Quite a
likely,
lot.
they're like stretched out within a little frame anyway, right?
Well, they probably had that done to them, and they've now been kind of packed for transport, so they may well just be stacked up in rolls or whatever.
Should we put them in the room with the other crap we're going to come back for?
Yeah, well, yeah, we can put them aside in their weapons rack room.
Okay, you put them in the armory. Okay, anybody doing anything else in this room?
I think we're just
I guess Marigold will have a quick look around, check the walls and everything for anything interesting.
You good with that, Marigold?
Yes.
Are you looking after the dog, Boo? I'm sorry. Is Ruby all right, Nicholas?
It appears as such, but Lindsay is shaking her head no.
Oh. Do we need to stop and take her somewhere, Linz?
She said maybe.
Okay, do you want to do that now before we get into this? What we doing?
Or what's the 17 to check the room?
Okay. Over here, in this corner, Marigold finds another secret door.
Ooh.
Really? So there's a secret door here on the wall.
I'm just waiting to figure out what y'all are, if we're doing other things.
Yeah, I think we might want to stop now.
Okay.
We're going to see what's up with the puppy.
All right.
To be
You have-
continued.
You got 300 experience. That gives you 60 more on top of the 30 you got from the previous half of this adventure.
So 520.
Sounds right.
Awesome.